First steps of leadership is knowing yourself, knowing where you're at. Then you'll be able to know where other people are at, knowing where you're going so you can lead other people to where you're going together. Peace. It's Travis Odewell. It's Pure Sound Daily Business. And one of the first steps, as far as our program and what we're talking about here, is knowing yourself by knowing your psychological type, your personality type. And what personality type is, what psychological type is knowing your brain's wiring, knowing how your brain is wired, how you take in information, and how you make decisions on that information. Literally how you perceive the world and how you judge the world. And this leads into how you predict what's going to happen and experience how you're living, the actual experience itself, how you talk about it, how you literally see it, including seeing things that ain't there. One of the biggest things I like with having this information, but just even before having this information, I'm always interested in how people thought. I always was interested in why, specifically why people did what they do. And to have this test site called the internet, called comments, called chat rooms, to be able to see people's reaction typed out. And now literally, now it's a genre unto itself in YouTube to see people's reaction to a show in real time. And I watch a lot of those. One is just because I keep being interested in things that aren't mainstream, like anime. And then you can only force so much anime on people. So, yeah, we got that, what's called a parasocial relationship online, when you're watching things with people or just watching people in general, political show, what have you, that you build this relationship with them. So I'm just putting that out there as we all need to know this exists so we can combat it and not fall into weirdness, into thinking we know these people when we don't. But that's the point, is that we can know them, and to me, in a healthy manner, by understanding psychological type and looking at it differently. Instead of, I know what they like. They like the same things I like. It's like, you don't know them like that. You don't know if they're acting. You don't know if I've been telling my children, I'll tell y'all, if you don't know, whenever you're looking on a screen, whenever you're listening to someone, you got to come into the game thinking, this is not real. This is an actor. This is fiction. As a starting point. Now you can move into more trust. But again, let's move into trust. Let's not just take it on its face. Let's make people prove themselves as experts. Let's make people be consistent. Let's watch people's actions. And then that goes into, this is all these things, all these sensory and the thoughts we have, intuitive perceptions, is how we take in and try to connect with another person with psychological type. And in turn, connect with ourselves. Knowing ourselves and comparing ourselves to others. And we're doing this, whether you know it or not, whether you want to say you're doing it or not. Now I'm getting into neuroscience. The latest neuroscience information is that we help each other regulate each other's experience within our bodies and without. Within how we see the world, and with each other, how we see the outside world. Of course, this is coming from a great book that I think is crucial, should be required reading for our nation, and that is How Emotions Are Made by Lisa Barrett Feldman. I think I finally got the name right, y'all. So, our brain's wiring, psychological type. How we take information, make decisions on that information. How we perceive the world. and how we judge that world, to creating our experiences, predicting how things will happen, and to land the plane on, I'll say, the YouTube demo, because I watch a lot of YouTube, and reading comments, listening to people react to different things. And I just find it fascinating to have this pool of people that I can just hear their opinions unfiltered, or through the filter of the camera lens in YouTube. And I think this is a good thing. It helps me open my mind up to see how other people see things. See how a show like Shogun, that I think is a great show. I think it's one of these, in the realm of political dramas, Game of Thrones. I'll throw out there a political action drama, which is the manga, and the anime is not that good, but the manga called Kingdom, which is about Chinese history and the warring periods and how China was unified. Historical fiction. And my GOAT, my number one, is the Legends of the Galactic Heroes. That's an anime, old school anime. They got a newer school one, but it's not finished. And they got a book that I just started reading. To be able to see something that someone else loves as much as you do, and yet they love it for completely different reasons. Just to enjoy an experience, and they love it for completely different reasons. And then on the flip, something that you love, a scene that you thought was great, a show that you think is great, and people just turn their nose up, is like, no, that is not good. That is caca. That is trash. So I find that fascinating. I want to know why. Why? Because I want to do big things. And that's why I don't necessarily want to be a leader. I need to be a leader. So I want to do things that are bigger than me and bigger than my lifetime. And I need to connect with other people. I need to lead other people. And in order to lead other people, I need to first know where I'm at and also know how other people think, so I can guide them, educate them, and inspire them to see a bigger future, to see a bigger vision for themselves and for all of us. So this is what personality type does. Brings you a clarity, educates you, a clear education, a clear direction, and it inspires you to be more, because you are more. It's the basics of personality type. It's Travis Soda Well, Pure Sound Daily Business. Peace.